Good morning, students. Welcome in Electronic Devices and Circuits video lecture. We already started unit number 2, MOSFET and its DC analysis. In this unit number 2, in previous video lecture, we discussed the non-ideal voltage current characteristics of MOSFET with its effect. That means in that we discuss the effects. That means these effects are nothing but the body effects, then finite output resistance, then temperature, then breakdown, then sub threshold condition. Like that we discussed these things in the previous lecture. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the topic as the common source circuit. That means how the MOSFETs are used in the circuit diagram as a common source device and how it is giving its performance, that we are going to discuss. For this today's discussion, here I considered the MOSFET as the enhanced MOSFET amplifier. That means MOSFET as the which MOSFET? The N-type enhancement MOSFET I considered here. So in this common source circuit topic, the whatever the MOSFET it is considered as the device in that circuit configuration, that I want to discuss here. And here I am considered this particular one of the amplifier circuit. And before that, how it is implemented and what exactly it is there, once again we are going to discuss here. Now enhancement MOSFET or E MOSFETs, it can be classified or it is classed as the normally off, that means non-conducting device. That means until and up till you are not applying the gate to source positive voltage, right, this device will not be conduct one. That means whenever you are applying the gate to source voltage in a positive, having the positive potential as the gate terminal, right? That means you are applying the positive voltage to the gate terminal, then only this particular enhanced MOSFET it will be conduct from the, that means in the on condition it will be done. Unlike the depletion type MOSFET, what happens? That means depletion MOSFETs are normally on devices. That means whenever the gate to source voltage is zero, at that time, that means gate terminal is the 0 volt, having the 0 volt, at that time it is in a on condition. That is a depletion type MOSFET. But this here, which one? This enhancement MOSFET, right? This MOSFET, this device, just see here arrow. Okay, this device, right? Whenever you are not applying, that means that gate to source voltage you are not applying, that means it is in a off position. But whenever you are applying the this gate to source positive voltage, then it will be in a conduction. It will comes in the conduction, right? Now, however, here it is said that the whatever the construction it is having and its physics uh, of an enhancement MOSFET, okay, it is said that the minimum gate to source voltage which is required to switch on that particular MOSFET is, that means the threshold voltage it should be applied on. See here what they want to say. As per the construction and the physics of that enhancement type of MOSFET, you have to, that means whenever we are implementing this MOSFET in a circuit, we have to apply minimum gate to source voltage. And this minimum gate to source voltage is nothing but the threshold voltage. Okay. And which, whenever you are applying this threshold voltage to the gate terminal, then only the current it is, see here, then only the current it is flowing through the MOSFET. So this voltage, which one? The gate to source voltage, it will allow the, that means this threshold voltage, it will allow the this drain current to flow in the MOSFET. That here I want to share through this particular slide. Now, then how it is there and how it is working one, how it is giving the performance, how it is giving the characteristics of that particular ID current versus the VGS, not VDS. See here, VGS. See here, I am showing this particular with this pointer. Get to source voltage, right? How it is there and how the transconductance it can be obtained from this particular slope we are going to discuss here. See, in this characteristics of this MOS conductive channel, okay, it is the it is acting as the again variable resistor, right? Due to that particular control of the gate voltage. That means gate voltage. See here, this gate voltage, right? Variable gate voltage, which we are applying here. Why I am saying variable? Because we are increasing from the zero to towards the positive. Up to which point? This particular. See here, this VTH threshold voltage up to threshold voltage. See here, right? This whenever the VGS it becomes the greater than this threshold voltage, then only that particular current. See here, this current is initially zero, but whenever the threshold voltage it reaches that VGS, then above that VGS becomes the threshold voltage, then this curve it is getting showing that there is a increasing in a drain current. See here, this is the drain current, right? So the amount of drain current flows through the N channel, which is depends on the this particular VGS voltage, right? And the here whatever the plot it is considered one which is in between the drain and VGS, which is giving the you can see that relation of that particular current and voltage, right? See here, this positive voltage you are applied to the gate terminal. Here again source and drain it is again applied with the another you can see that voltage, and here the ID current it will flow. When it will be flow? Whenever this particular VGS it reaches the VTH from this slope. Okay, when it reaches that particular voltage, then this ID current will start flow through this region. Got this thing? See here. Now here with fixed VDS, see with the fixed VDS, this VDS, this VDS it is kept for some sort of the fixed amount, right? Which is connected in that particular drain to source voltage as a drain to source voltage to the in MOSFET. Now the drain current ID with varying values of VGS to obtain the graph of MOSFET forward DC character, to obtain the graph of this particular. That means here what happens, we keeping this particular VGS and we are varying this VGS, we are keeping this VGS and we are varying the VGS. For this particular constant VDS, whatever the we are getting the ID for the variable voltage of the VGS, that here it is used to plot that particular DC characteristics of this particular amplifier. Right? Now, these characteristics gives the transconductance in the form of a GM, which is noted as the GM. This transconductance relates the output current to the input responding gain of the transistor. Not responding, representing. The slope of the transconductance curve at any point along its therefore is given by GM is equal to ID upon VGS for a constant value of VGS. See this slope, whatever we are getting this slope it is obtained for the VDS as the constant value and variable of that particular VGS voltage. And here for this VGS voltage, whatever we are getting this increase in ID current, that gives the constant that gives the transconductance for that constant value of VDS, right? And this variation or this transconductance is nothing but variation in the ID as well as the this particular VGS, right? This is the thing which is gives this particular slope. See in this graph, 0 to up to VTH, whatever the voltage is there, for this particular VGS voltage. At that position, this particular MOSFET is in a off position, right? It is noted here. See here, cutoff region. Now, after that VTH, if that VGS reaches that VTH, and after that you are increasing the VGS, then there is a increase in the current, and this slope, it is shown as the saturation region of the MOSFET, right? And from this slope you are getting the transconductance GM. From this slope you are getting the transconductance GM. Okay. Now here next point with that particular previous slide. Here we required, if we want to use this particular MOSFET in the as the common source circuit in amplifiers in any other circuitry, then what exactly the DC biasing it is considered what, and what we have to implement, how we are going to calculate its voltage and all that thing, or how we are connect configuration we are doing for this MOSFET, that we are going to discuss here. See, the universal voltage divider biasing circuit is the popular biasing technique which is used to establish the desired DC operating condition for the bipolar transistor as well as the MOSFET amplifiers. That means whenever you are considering the BJT or MOSFETs in the amplifier, then what you are implementing, this particular, you can say that voltage divider biasing technique. Okay, the advantage of this voltage divider biasing technique is that in the MOSFET is that it can be used, it is using only single DC supply for both in the sense for that particular gate as well as that particular drain to source, right? By using that thing here for to operate that particular operating voltage for that particular gate as well as the DC drain to source voltage. For that you can use only one common DC supply, right? A MOSFET device has three different regions of the operation. These are called as the ohmic or triode region. Second one is the saturation region, and third one is the cutoff region, right? So for MOSFET to operate as a linear amplifier, we need to establish the well-defined the quotient operating point or Q point. So it must be biased to operate its saturation region. In its saturation region. So here I said that whenever you are considering this voltage divider, this divider, it is giving one constant voltage, you can say. Now whenever you are implementing this particular thing in a, you can say that amplifier circuit or any application, at that time you have to provide some biasing voltage to the gate terminal so that it keeps the MOSFET in a on position, right? And then only you can use that device in that for that particular application, right? That is the consideration. See here, and here whatever the voltage divider you are using for that biasing purpose, okay, for it and that particular operation of that particular, you can see that drain to source, you need only one single supply. This is the advantage, right? And by considering this all the things, the MOSFET device, it is operating in a three regions, as I said that triode region or ohmic region, cutoff region, and saturation region. And for this linear amplification purpose, or you can see that MOSFET should operate in a linear as a linear amplifier, then we have to establish a well-defined quotient operating point and or Q point. So that biased operation, it keeps the MOSFET in its saturation region, right? The Q point for the MOSFET is represented by a DC values as ID and VGS. See here, the Q point, it is represented by the ID, drain current, and the VGS value, voltage, which is applied in between the gate to source terminal. Okay, that operating point is, it is centrally on the MOSFET's output characteristics. It is central at the MOSFET's output characteristics curve. Okay, now how the voltage divider it is biasing that particular MOSFET, we will see in that particular amplifier circuit, so you will get the idea. Now see here how the that particular MOSFET it can be used as the common source circuit or basic MOSFET common source amplifier circuit I just shown you to understand how it is implemented. See here the voltage divider R1 and R2, these two resistors are acting as the voltage divider network, right? And here the VDD, it is applied voltage for this voltage divider as well as the drain to source terminal. See VDD positive voltage as well as this particular ground voltage. These two are terminals are connected to this particular plus VDD as well as this ground as the negative, that means 0 volt, and same it is given to this particular R1 and R2. So from this figure or in this circuit diagram you can understand that only single power supply is needed for this particular entire circuit. Okay, and here common source, see source terminal it is acting as the common source for the input as well as this particular output. See here at the this particular drain terminal, by using the coupling capacitor you are connecting the load resistor RL, right? So by using this concept you can do this particular thing. Now here you are, what you are doing, this Vin is nothing but you are applying some sort of the signal to this particular device so that it can be operated by. That is the considered here. Now this simple enhancement mode common source MOSFET amplifier configuration uses single supply at the drain and generates the required, see here, generates the required gate voltage, which one, VGS voltage, so that that particular drain current can be flow in this circuitry, right? Getting my point? This is the thing. Now this graph shows, right, whenever this particular VGS reaches to VTH, then your ID current, this ID current, see here, ID current get increased one, and this drain resistance RD, okay, it gives the relation of this particular ID current, ID max and all that thing. This is given one, right? And the here VG voltage, this whatever the VG point you are getting in this particular R1 and R2 biasing network or voltage divider circuit network, this VG it is, you can see that here turning on that particular MOSFET and ID current it is starting with flow. Now by considering the center point of this particular graph, you can again consider this Q point. See this graph can be, or this Q point can be obtained by the maximum voltage VG and that for that voltage whatever you are getting the ID current, and whatever the graph you are starting from 0 to maximum voltage, whatever it is giving, this line, this called as the ID, this line which is drawn here for VG and ID, it is nothing but the load line, and the point at which it is reaches that touches to this particular curve, this load line, this is called as the Q point. We will see this point in the next lectures because we are having that separate points. Right now, see that MOSFET, it is we know already that there is a no, or you can say that we are remembered that particular thing, that there is no current flows into the gate terminal. Yeah, there is no current, it is flowing through the gate terminal, and from this we can make the following basic assumption about the MOSFET amplifiers DC operating condition. See, without applying the input signal, AC signal, only we are how it is biased one and how it can be used as the common source amplifier or common source circuitry, that we are discussing here. Now here see, we can calculate the DC operating conditions, we can calculate the different you can see that parameters, that is VDD is equal to RD ID RD plus VDS plus ID RS, because this VDS it is giving the voltage drop across that particular drain to source. This gives the voltage, or this current, and RS gives the relation about the voltage across that resistance RS, and this is the RD. So here VDD is equal to ID into RD plus RS and plus VDS voltage. So RD plus RS is equal to, now it is nothing but VDD minus VDS divided by ID. Then from this above equation we can say that RD is equal to, now RD is equal to VDD minus VD upon ID. RD is equal to VDD minus ID upon, VDD minus ID upon ID. VDD minus VD upon ID. And RS we can say that PS upon ID. RS we can say that VDS upon ID. This is the sums of the relation. Now next, and the MOSFETs get to source voltage VGS is given by, this VGS can be given by as the VGS is equal to VG minus IS RS, and here IS is nothing but that particular current flowing through the drain to source resistance RD, that is again considered here, but for the notification purpose here what they are considered IS. Okay, because we are calculating the that voltage drop across the source terminal, but it is this IS is nothing but again ID current. Okay, as we have seen about the proper operation of the MOSFET, this gate source voltage must be greater than the threshold voltage. We already know that thing. That is, VGS should be greater than VTH. And here, since I just said that IS is equal to ID, the gate voltage VG therefore can be equal to VGS equal to VG minus ID into RS. That is, VG is equal to VGS plus ID RS, or VGS is equal to, VGS is equal to, VG is equal to VGS plus VS, VGS plus VGS, because this particular ID RS, it is giving the drop across that particular source terminal, that means source terminal, that is the VS. So here, see here my pointer, VG is equal to VGS plus VS. See, I will again show you that particular, you can say that which one, figure as this particular thing. See here, VGS it is giving that particular voltage, RS and IS it giving this particular voltage drop, and VG point it is getting here, right? That is the thing. So that particular VG get voltage, that point, it is nothing but VGS plus VS. Now what the thing is that, now to set the MOSFET amplifier gate voltage to this particular value, see what I am saying here, we listen carefully, because R1 and R2 they are nothing but the voltage divider network, biasing, and they are used for the biasing purpose. That's why I am sharing this particular thing. To set the MOSFET amplifier gate voltage to this value, we select the value of the resistor, that means R1 and R2 within the voltage divider network to the correct values. That means if we want to set that VG value properly, we have to select the R1 and R2 in that manner, right? In that manner, so that voltage divider network should provide that proper gate voltage, right? As we know that know from the above, no current flows into the gate terminal of a MOSFET device. So the formula for voltage division is given as VG is equal to IDD, VG is equal to, that means voltage at that particular resistor point, it is a network, gate terminal point is given as VDD into R2 upon R1 plus R2. Note that this voltage divider equation only determines the ratio of the two bias resistors. That means it is only determines the ratio, that means R1 and R2, and not their actual values. This particular equation, it is not used to calculate the actual value of the R1 and R2. Here we are use this particular thing for this VG voltage, or you can say that this particular biasing resistors ratio we are here considering one. Also, it is desirable to make the values of the these two resistors as the large possible to reduce the I square into R power loss and increase the MOSFET amplifier's input resistance. See, this particular R1 and R2 we have to select for the two purpose. It possible to reduce their I square into R, that means power loss, that we have to reduce that. For that purpose R1 and R2 it is used one. Another is that the input resistance increment, and most important is the acting as the voltage divider network for that particular biasing purpose. These are the important things of this particular common source circuitry. Got this thing? So remember this particular circuitry, how this common source can be used as the common source, common for the input and output, and how the this entire circuit is working on. We'll see this load, this particular this load line as well as the this Q point in coming lectures. Okay, so and what is the relation of this particular R1 and R2 with considering the VG? That means this R1 and R2 they are used for the biasing purpose. Second one is the to reduce the power loss, and third one is the increase the MOSFET's input resistance. So this is the important thing about this particular common source uh, circuitry, or whenever we are considering the MOSFET as the common source amplifier circuit in the various for the various application. Okay, so students, if you are having any doubt related to this point, you can ask me anytime. Be in touch and be safe and study well. Thank you.